Hey, this is the GMan with KnockoutTV.net. We're here in downtown Sacramento at the Ultimate Fitness Fight Center, and I have the honor and the pleasure to sit here with, you know him, you love him, the California Kid, Urijah Faber. How you doing, my man?
Doing pretty good. Thanks for doing the interview.
Oh, absolutely, man. We appreciate you spending some time with us. You know, I know how dedicated you are to your training and everything, so it can be difficult to get time with you, but we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
No problem, man.
All right, man. So how's everything been going for you? Why don't we start out by talking a little bit about some of your history? You know, I know that you wrestled at UC Davis in the 133-pound weight class.
Right, yeah. I wrestled 133 pounds all 5 years of college and a 4-year starter there. I ended up as the all-time win leader there at UC Davis, and I had a good time, and then I ended up coaching there for a little bit and then started my fight career.
Okay, now, what made you go towards, you know, wrestling? What you know, I guess this had to go back probably to high school before that and all that. What made you think wrestling, man?
You know, I just have always been a fan of contact sports. I played a little bit of roller hockey, and I played football since I was a little kid, and always loved boxing, and I loved everything contact. All my favorite movies were karate movies and stuff like that. So wrestling was just appealed to me, man. It was one-on-one combat, and it was intense.
Yeah, the only person you have to rely on in the ring is yourself, man.
That's right. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. The only next thing next to that is boxing and golf. You know.
That's right.
All right. So now, you wrestled at UC Davis. When did you see the correlation, man, between wrestling at the collegiate level, which you were very successful, and then getting into mixed martial arts and actually getting into the ring?
You know, I've always been a fan of the fighting since I can remember. You know, I used to watch the first UFCs and, you know, watched as they started to develop, and wrestlers started getting into it. You know, Tito Ortiz, Randy Couture, you know, Don Fry, Dan the Beast Severn, all those guys were high-level wrestlers, and they started getting in there doing well, so I was always rooting for the wrestlers, and then just as I followed the sport, I figured it would be something that I would be good at, and my wrestling had, you know, gave me the confidence to hop right in there.
And a good foundation, kind of, because that's like the grassroots of, well, for lack of a better term, organized fighting.
Right, yeah, it is. I mean, it's basically fighting with some rules, and, you know, in the point system so that they can declare a winner. And, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, the idea of a pin is to hold a person down against their will and make them do something they don't want to do. It's basically saying, you know, I could take you out.
Right, and that's kind of the grassroots of wrestling is actually that control.
Right.
And I imagine it has a lot to do with your success there in the ring.
Right, yeah. Wrestling lends itself to MMA in a lot of different ways. It's not only the mental preparation, but the muscle and the cardio conditioning that you have, and you know, body awareness and knowing how to fight. That's all part of it. And, it's like that for a lot of the combat sports. That's why, you know, Muay Thai guys and Jiu-Jitsu guys, it's practice and practice, you know, in reality settings, and then, you know, it simulates a fight. Wrestling for sure is intense. Yeah,
okay, so let's talk about the Muay Thai piece of it, because that's obviously a strong part, man, of your fighting style. We see that you brought in people like Tong Lor to train. Now, Tong Lor is a traditionalist, straight from the country.
Right.
What has he done for your training, and what has he done for your fighting style in the ring?
You know, I've had a lot of influences in my fighting. You know, I trained with Dave Marinoba, who's a kickboxing world champ, and Dimitri Maidonix, he's a straight boxing guy, and Joe Guevara is a straight boxing guy, and Andy Kensampa, he's a Muay Thai guy, and Master Tong has a history of training champions, and I was a champion when I came in with him, and he's incredible as far as adding little details and being able to keep a mitt pace, and he's actually done some MMA fights as well. So he's a really big asset to me, and you know, striking is a big part of this game, even more now because everybody's getting better at everything. So you got to be good at all the aspects, or else you're not going to stand a chance.
Got to be well-rounded. Speaking of him doing some MMA fights, we did see him a few months ago at a Gladiator Challenge event in Memorial Auditorium. Well, I guess we can say we saw him because it took all the 12 seconds.
Yeah, 12 seconds. One low kick, one high kick, and lights out, man.
Yeah.
Those big old calves right to someone's head.
Yeah.